We are crooked today. Do we care? Last time we talked, I had just bought a pile of books, but I was going to space out the processing, the cleaning, the pricing, and typing them into my database, that stuff, so that I could continue to work on my new collection of crafty products, bags, and stuff. How did that work out, you're wondering? Well, I stuck faithfully to my plan for a couple days, a few books at a time, and keep up with the sewing. But then I found a really decent book in the pile, which was totally unexpected and totally welcome, of course. And oh, what a high you get from that. Pricing books is my favorite thing in the world, and it's all because of the dopamine hits you get when you find something good. I tell people that dealing in used books is like gambling. You take your chances on books you think might pay off, and when one does, woo, you're all justified and revitalized and raring to go back in with another go at it. I've been doing this all my adult life, and it's probably too late to quit now. Luckily, I win more than I lose. Though I have bought some very worthless collections that I probably didn't even make my money back out of, which I have promptly forgotten, so you don't need to hear about it. So anyways, yeah, I've been rapidly pricing and cleaning, lots of cleaning books ever since, instead of my work balance. But I swear I've got a life in there somewhere. But I got myself in line yesterday and got out my sewing projects, got them all organized and cut out a little bit that I needed, and got ready to cut out the lining for my animal print. Didn't do it, but I got it ready. It's ready. This time, I cut out several things at once out of each fabric, like 2 tote bags, 2 makeup or project bags, minor project bags really, 2 zipper pouches, so I can have a few of each. I've never done it this way before, so I don't know how efficient it'll be. We will see. I won't have to change thread if nothing else. I'll just have to change my mindset in the middle of these things. I have an imaginary date in my head for the collection to come out. And I'm still on track for that. So, yay. Now, as we've said before, I have no following, no one who cares if I have a collection. The collection isn't going to do much. It's all my mythical collection. Anyways, have to start somewhere. I had people in over the weekend, so I had to change the work table into a dining table and get everything back out when it was all over, when the dishes were done. But on the plus side, I now have a super clean and empty table to work on. By work, I mean cutting fabric, putting dust jacket covers on books, and wrapping up the things that sell. That sort of thing. Last time we talked, or rather, I talked at you. You never say much. I said that I wanted to set up a booth at a craft store and talked about the local craft store that was too expensive to try. I hadn't checked out their prices in a couple of years, so I thought I should. And wow, they've gotten cheaper. The booths are much smaller, but hey, I can afford it. I mean, I might actually sell enough to cover the booth rent and have a bit left over. Progress. I haven't had a chance to go check them out in person because they're only open on weekends, and my weekend was all booked. But I was busy in my head trying to plan how one could set up a 5x5 foot booth. Grid walls would work, obviously, and I have some out in my garage that are old store displays from some store that went out of business that I got secondhand from someone else who got them. They're chrome and they're a little rusty, but they're solid as heck, heavy as heck as well. I wonder if you can sand the rusty parts and slap a little silver paint over them so people wouldn't notice, because this place is kind of bougie. I don't know if I've ever used that word before. Bougie. Huh. I watch too much YouTube. Anyhow, I worried about how to have some table space in a tiny booth because everything can't hang. I mean, I suppose everything could hang, but some things will just look better laid out. And I went to a charity rummage sale over the weekend, and there was a dressing table, mirror, and bench. 3 separate pieces. That would be just perfect. The table would be perfect, not the mirror and the bench. It's about the size of a piano bench, but taller. So, only like this deep. So I bought it. I don't have a booth. I haven't even talked to the people yet. And I'm out there buying a little table to put in my mythical booth. It's in my garage, beside the rusted grid wall. I went to the rummage sale for books, because they usually have a bunch of books. But they didn't this time, only a few, and nothing worth buying. What do you think I bought instead? Oh no, Cher, you promised. I can hear you thinking that. You didn't. I did, but only a little. And it's all for lining purposes. That was the rule, right? In particular, I got this one piece of fabric that's marked Longaberger. The basket people. Who knew they make fabric? It's a brand new piece, still all wrapped up in the plastic with the label on and everything. I Googled and I discovered that people have Longaberger fabric for sale at hefty prices on eBay. And there seems to be a whole lot of patterns. Evidently, you're supposed to make linings for your Longaberger baskets, or maybe you wanted to make matching things to go with your Longaberger. I have no idea. I didn't know why they were selling fabric, but it's very pretty and it will make lovely lining. And I have it right here to show you. I can get it. See that? It's got some sort of finish on it, so it's a little shiny. To me, Longaberger baskets just look like baskets. I'm in Ohio, and the Longaberger factory, boy, that's a tongue twister. Say that many times over. The factory was like an hour away from where we are, and so lots of people around here collected this stuff. I know this from estate sale ads. I don't know if other people elsewhere collected, but around here, they definitely did. Now, I collect some other things that might be considered crazy or weird. So I can't really judge people who collect baskets. They're not hurting anybody, although I think they were a bit pricey. So, yeah. Well, wait, I did get another piece of fabric. This is not Longaberger. It's pink floral. There's a lot of it. I didn't measure it. It's a good heaping pile of it. So hopefully it will line something. Anyways, back to the table. Now I have my little craft booth all planned out in my head. I measured out a 5x5 spot in my kitchen so I could see how it would work in real life. It is a tiny little booth, honestly. But, hey, now just watch. They won't have any openings, or they'll reject me for some reason, and then I'll be stuck with a dressing table set I don't need. Maybe I can set up a little corner in my garage where I can get all pretty while I'm hanging around the garage. Yeah, pretty isn't really me. So I started taking photos of my stuff to put on Etsy. I had decided to change the name of the Etsy shop that I have to Crafted by Tinfoil and put the crafts on there. I mean, duh. Because I decided that selling a few books in a craft shop makes more sense than selling crafts in a bookshop. I decided to start with simple little things, but that was probably the wrong way to go because everyone and his brother has simple little things on Etsy. Maybe I should have started with something more unique, but it doesn't matter in the long run. I'm planning on putting everything on there eventually. People were so negative about Etsy. I avoided it when I got started, and gradually I realized that even though people are negative about it, it's where they're doing most of their sales, at least in the beginning. And even if they're more advanced, they're still on Etsy, even after all those bad experiences they complain about. I think people just love to bitch about Etsy. That's all there is to it. I guess I'm doing everything backwards. I took photos, and then I heard a tip that I decided I liked, which is to have a little token or mascot thing that you put in every picture, just to add a bit of your personality. So naturally, I have to start taking pictures all over again. I hadn't done that many. I'm trying to do lots and lots of photos, but honestly, how many pictures can you take of a scrunchie, for instance? I've been reading other people's flowery descriptions of their uses, and it's eye-roll inducing, you know? Perfect for school, teen sports, dance buns, scrunchies. Interior elastic for sturdy yet stretchy fit. It's a scrunchie, people. A scrunchie. And then there's the people who sell them for $1 each. Right, how can you compete with that? You look at Etsy and you're not exactly imbued with the idea that you can fit right in there and sell stuff too. I guess at a certain point, you have to ignore all that and do your own thing. I'll let you know when things are actually up on Etsy for sale, which should be soon, I swear. It's like pulling teeth to get me to post things on there. I don't know why. Maybe it's that their forms are different than the forms that I fill out on other sites. Sometimes I'm confused. But, like I say, all I've ever put on there is books. And lots of things about books don't fit the form. Anyways, there seems to be all these unwritten rules that everyone else seems to know about how to sell on Etsy, and I don't. So I'm sure I'm doing everything wrong. Anyhow, that's what's been going on around here. Making progress, I guess, but a little slowly. I also wanted to show you my pile of fabric just to prove to you that I am ready. I am ready. Zipper pouches and linings for 4, which is 8 pieces. Makeup bags. I didn't seem to have brought the handles. I didn't seem to have brought the tote bags, but I brought the denim. Body fabric, pocket, and lining. They're all ready to go. All I need to do is put thread in the machine that matches. Sorry, put a drink down there where I wouldn't spill it. All I have to do is find fabric or Tried the matches, which should be pretty easy. I guess I'd have to use green. I was going to say I could use the same one on both, but I guess I have to use green in the other. Making progress, just slow. Okay, I found this song. It's old, and when we did it in the band, it was much heavier than... I could barely even remember the tune, so it doesn't really sound... I think if anyone was listening that knows it, they're not going to recognize it. It's called Running. And the gist of it is that a person so doesn't want to get hurt, and they're keeping their heart so shielded that no one can get to them. Okay, I'm waiting for things to go wrong. Never let my feelings show. Gotta smooth it down, keep it under control. Got a devil that's living in me. Got a cold out, baby, and it won't let me free. Got your troubles, I got mine. Don't start to love me, you're wasting your time. Look at me, baby, tell me what you see. It's just an empty front, there's no soul underneath. Okay, there's a guitar part that goes over this. Come a little closer, honey. I want to say this right in your ear. Hey, have you got a problem with that? Slipped your fingers around my heart, then you tried to take it away. We were destined to fall apart, 'cause you got nothing to make me stay. I'm running with my heart. Yeah, I'm running, yeah, with my heart. I got the secret that's bigger than me. Got a heart full of pain and a trunk full of dreams. Don't ask me, baby, for things you might need. You might get what you asked for, and where would we be? It's hard to keep it all under control. Sometimes the pain's so big it's got nowhere to go. I keep my heart as a souvenir. Keep it locked under glass, don't let anyone near. Come a little closer, honey. I want to say this right in your ear. Hey, have you got a problem with that? Slipped your fingers around my heart, and you tried to take it away. We were destined to fall apart, 'cause you got nothing to make me stay. Well, I'm running with my heart. Yeah, I'm running, yeah, with my heart. Got through it. Not great, but we got through it. Thank you.